What's up, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall market. Just know that I am not a financial planner. So, as far as Tesla's going, we're up 7.8% for the day, at least so far during the pre market. The question is, can we sustain these levels? And if we do, we're going to likely just continue, especially as the whole market is pumping after what President Trump just said. So, I'm going to break down what's going on with Tesla and the overall market. But just know this, let's go over the news. So as a reminder, okay, Tesla had bad earnings. I'm seeing mainstream articles calling it Misla. It's kind of like Tesla, but Misla. They're saying it missed on earnings. They came very, very short, missing on EPS and revenue. Their overall net income is down 71%. I get that. But a lot of this was priced in. And instead, the reason why the share price is exploding to the upside is because there's been some good news that Tesla's announced simultaneously. The earnings call, so when they had Elon Musk and the team speaking, they mentioned that firstly, Tesla has a lot of AI capabilities coming out with thousands of Optimus robots to be coming out, hopefully, this year. And then there's all these very, very ambitious projects involving AI and FSD. So that was the first good thing. The second good thing was the specific robotaxi launch that's supposed to be happening as soon as June. So it's just a couple of months away. That got investors very excited. And then the last thing is Elon Musk. Elon Musk has said that he's going to be reducing his role at Doge to focus more on Tesla. So that's massive, massive news. And this is all over the news right now. So I think this is one of the biggest things right now. As soon as Musk made that announcement, you guys could see that this thing went soaring. So Elon Musk is not going to step away from Doge completely. He's just going to spend way less time with Doge, maybe like 1 or 2 days a week. He says he still wants to do that to fight against fraud. That's what he claims. He wants to fight against fraud, excuse me. And then he's going to be spending more time with Tesla. And obviously, investors love that. That's what they wanted to hear. And that's enough to get Tesla to pump, even though they had horrendous earnings. So keep in mind, guys, that's how the market works, right? Things don't always, move logically. Just because earnings are bad, it doesn't always mean the share price has to dump. It depends on other factors. And so far, we're pushing. Well, another reason why Tesla's pushing is because, well, the whole market is in the green. Like SPY is up 2.5% right now. It's still going. The QQQ is also still going. Why is the market pumping? Because of President Trump and what he just announced. So, just to be very clear, and I'm going to be very blunt with you guys, President Trump backtracked on what he said about Jerome Powell. Instead of saying he's going to fire him, which is what he said, I think, like 2 days ago, he was like super fixated on that. That's what caused the market to dump, especially on Monday. And then yesterday, he actually changed his mind, said that he's actually not going to fire Powell. He just wants Powell to be ahead of the curve, right? Cut rates faster. Then he also said that there's potentially a lot of progress being made with the US's negotiations and that the tariffs are going to come down on China. He's saying that we're already at the peak of tariffs and they're going to be reduced very soon. And he said there's going to be a deal with China coming. So he's been saying some very optimistic things. A deal with China is coming. He's not going to fire Jerome Powell. He doesn't have an intention to do that. That's what President Trump just said. And now that caused the whole market to explode. That's why we're in the green right now. That also helps Tesla and the broader markets. So keep that in mind. Some more news about Tesla in the markets. Um, Keep that in mind. This is what we're seeing so far involving President Trump and then Tesla. Boeing had its earnings. We just had a bunch of earnings that just came out, like Boeing and AT&T. Both of them did relatively well. Good job by AT&T, beating on, I think their EPS that's actually up 2%, and then their revenue is quite decent. Not bad. And then they had good guidance, so good job by AT&T. Boeing did relatively well, so finally we actually got some good earnings from them. I'm not going to go over all the details. I just want to say the share price is up from what I'm seeing right here, so that's pretty much it. Anyways, all right, so now let's just focus on the charts. So as far as Tesla goes, what matters is these EMAs right here. So when you look at these EMAs, as long as Tesla's above this, we're bullish. As long as we're above 246, we're going to likely continue. If Tesla loses this 250 area and we end up losing 246, then that's going to be a red flag. And if 242 fails us, we're going to be dumping back down towards these lows around 232. So watch these two EMAs. If we lose them, we're going to turn back down. As long as we're above them, we're bullish. Now, as of right now, the trend is bullish. And Tesla's about to be testing resistance, possibly very close to 260. I am seeing momentum indicators that suggest it's going to go a little higher, and we'll see if 260 breaks. If it does, I'm looking for 265, then eventually 272. But we look bullish nonetheless. As of right now, we're bullish. We're trying to go higher, so I'm going to be looking for like the 260s just for the time being, and we'll see how well we hold up. For SPY, same thing basically. It's pumping with all this hype involving Tesla's earnings and also because of what President Trump has been saying. So we have around 544 as a potential target. If we could break that, I think we're going to be pushing for almost 550. So right here, 548 to 550 is next. If we break 550, we're looking for the gap fill for 555. My prediction is it's looking bullish, but just like Tesla, you have these EMAs as a key level. I had this blue trend line drawn out yesterday, right? I said as long as we're above this blue trend line now, before we would reject off the blue trend line, now we're above it. As long as we're above this, we're looking bullish. So if we lose 530, we turn back down to like 524 or below, by the way. And as long as we're above 530, we're looking for this to push for like 544. And if that breaks, then I could be looking for 550 plus as a target, but that depends if it could break resistance or not. We still look bullish. The QQQ looks a bit more bullish. Now, if we end up losing 448 to 446, we're going to turn back down. That's also where this blue trend line happens to be. See the blue line we rejected off of it. And this time we're breaking through it. So here's the deal. So you want to see us get to about 460 on the QQQ. If that breaks, I'm looking for 466. Looks bullish for now. If we lose 446, then we'll turn back down towards 435. Nonetheless, it looks more bullish looking at the setup. For the IWM, we look bullish. We called out 192 yesterday. I think we might be getting closer to like 195. As long as we don't end up losing 188, we're favoring 195. On ES, I don't want to see us lose 5380. If we lose that, we're going to dump back down to the low 5300s or below. As long as we're above 5400, though, we're favoring that we might be pushing for the 5500 area. Looks bullish for now. On NQ, pretty good. Nice move. I was expecting 19,000. We're already there. If we lose 18,600, we could turn back down. But as long as we're above 19,000 with all this hype, I'm looking for an attempt to get to like 19,150, then eventually 19,280. There is upside potential nonetheless. Bitcoin looking bullish. Nice double bottom inverse head and shoulders. So this could be actually going for like 95,000. Might go a bit higher. Nvda looks pretty good right now, but we need to see it hold above 104. As long as that holds, we're looking for an attempt for 106. If we lose 102, we turn back down to 100. But as long as we're above 104, I'm favoring 106 and 110. Looks more bullish to me. Apple has a cup and handle, but we need to see it get back above this blue line right here. Needs to get back above 210 to push for like 215 plus. So I might test 210 and we'll see how it reacts. Coinbase is looking bullish. It's very close to my target. I see a test of 199.76. If that breaks, we're looking for 205 plus. For Amazon, we're looking a bit more bullish. I don't want to see us lose 178. As long as we're above that, we're favoring 186 plus. Meta, I want to see it hold 524. As long as we're above that, we're looking for essentially 540. Microsoft looks good. As long as we don't lose 373, we're favoring 383. And Google looks bullish. As long as we don't lose 155, we're favoring 160. Looking bullish. The VIX is dipping right now. We're going to be looking to see if it could hold 26 or not. If not, we have a gap to fill. So market looks bullish for now, but make sure you watch resistance just to be safe. And make sure the levels I call out hold up for us to continue. As of right now, they're holding, so we should continue. But watch them just to be safe. Oh, keep in mind that I think I forgot to put my economic calendar this morning. Sorry about that. At 9:45 a.m., we do have some manufacturing numbers coming out. Let's look for some volatility during that time. But that's all the only data that's coming out. There's nothing else that's too crazy. So keep that in mind. There might be some volatility at 9:45. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening, guys, and peace out.